Hello everyone, welcome to Chef Salim's Detailed Recipes channel. I share in detail how I make stuffed meatballs. Ingredients needed to prepare the dough for stuffed meatballs: fine bulgur used in making meatballs, semolina, wheat flour, chicken egg, salt used in cooking, tomato paste or pepper paste, drinkable water. I use a large glass of 300 milliliters and add the fine bulgur into the pot by measuring it with the glass. After adding 1 glass, 2 glasses, 3 glasses, 4 glasses of bulgur, I add semolina, 1 glass of semolina, half a glass of wheat flour. I added another glass of bulgur because it is not enough, and I add salt. Now I mix the ingredients together and blend them well. Yes, friends, this recipe is really delicious. Now I add the boiling water carefully without burning my hand. You can add 5 glasses of water for 5 glasses of bulgur. I added 4 glasses and then I added another glass. Now I mix the ingredients thoroughly with a wooden spoon. Close the lid and let it sit like this for 15 minutes. While I will prepare the stuffing for the stuffed meatballs. Ingredients needed for the stuffing of minced meat stuffed meatballs. I used low-fat lamb mince. You can also use beef mince. You can use a little more onion and parsley, no problem. Half a bowl of walnuts. Salt and spices. You can add some of your favorite spices, if there are spices that you believe will give flavor. You may need some sunflower oil, and frying oil will be used to fry the meatballs. I chop the onions finely. Yes, friends, thank you very much for watching my videos from beginning to end without skipping. It would be great if you share my videos on your page. Do not forget to comment and like. To prevent your eyes from burning while chopping onions, place a teaspoon in your mouth and move it around your mouth like a lollipop. You will see that your eyes do not burn. I add the minced meat to a large pot. After adding the onions to the minced meat, I fry the minced meat and onions over medium heat and add some oil. When you use aluminum cookware, the aluminum in the pot using a wooden spoon is harmful, and do not scrape it too much. I chop the parsley finely. I chop the walnuts finely with a knife. You can also crush them with a rolling pin. I'm just waiting for you. Then I add the spices. After mixing them all, I'll leave them in a ventilated place to cool down a bit. It looks great. I can eat it like this. Friends, this recipe is really delicious. The ingredients for the dough waited for a while, and I poured the ingredients into a tray. After adding the egg and tomato paste, I mix it a bit. When I realize that the water is not enough, I add some more water. It is really difficult to knead this ingredient by hand. You can use a dough kneading machine, or if you have a meat grinder, you can pass this ingredient through the meat grinder twice. You will not need to knead it much, and you will make our job much easier. You need to be careful as the dough hardens as you wait. If it is too hard, add water. After passing it through the meat grinder, as you can see, I continue to knead it with my hand and add water. The consistency is good now. I cut the meatball dough into tangerine-sized pieces. I think the weight of these balls may be between 80 and 100 grams. To prevent the outside from drying out, I sprinkle some water and mix it, and we can move on to the shaping phase. I take a piece of dough in my hand, wet my hands and shape it by inserting my thumb into the dough. Yes, I took that ball of dough and turned it in my hand to shape it like a cup. Let me show you from this angle so that you can see it better. This is how you wet your hand and shape your finger. Of course, you can open it as a round dough and close it by folding it in half. There are other different shapes. I plan to show you those shapes in other videos. I prepare it so that I can easily close it after putting the minced meat ingredients inside. I noticed that the dough was very dry at this stage, so I dipped it all into water and took it out. Yes, it took me a little effort, but they are all ready. Now I will put the stuffing ingredients in them in an arranged way. After filling them, they will be ready to shape, close and fry. I fill the ground meat into the meatballs with a tablespoon. I fill it with a little space so that it is not too tight. In fact, the minced meat is completely finished and there is no leftover. I filled all the meatballs. When I close it, I wet my hand and seal it like this. I do the gluing process and I give it a round shape. You can also give this meatball a lemon shape. You can even make it in a triangular shape. I've even seen people make it in a triangular shape. You can give it whatever shape you want or even make it rectangular, and you surprised me. To fry the meatballs, I add all the meatballs into the heated oil and shake the pot a little to ensure that the hot oil touches all parts of the meatballs. While turning the meatballs, I gently turn them with a wooden spoon to prevent the meatballs from falling apart. I love this recipe. It really takes effort, but the people who eat it are very satisfied, and 2 meatballs are enough to fill your stomach. Now I take the meatballs out of the oil. These meatballs are nicely browned and ready to be served. I serve ayran or yogurt on the side. Let me cut a meatball in half so you can see the inside. As you can see, it is hot and steam comes out of it. It should be slightly juicy inside. It is really delicious. With your permission, let me test the taste right away. It's great. This recipe is really delicious. Be sure to try it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click the like button and turn on the bell notification. See you again in a new video. Stay with love. Goodbye.